Hi, I'm Max, and welcome to Catfish on MTV. I dyed my hair for this silver, just like Max, but it's already fading back to blonde, so it's kind of a waste of money, but I tried. Today, I'm going to be talking about the best episode of Catfish. I used to think the best episode of Catfish was the Tony voice, where some woman catfishes her cousin. But recently I've been rewatching Catfish, coronavirus, and there's nothing better to do. And I stumbled across a real goldmine, an episode I had entirely forgotten, that came back to me like a dream, like a wave in a dream. The episode in question is Season 5, Episode 15, Spencer and Katie. And it's a lovely piece of art. The story of a man finding true love, a woman finding herself. The premise of the episode is there's a man in the South somewhere, Alabama, Missouri, Redneckville. He's some fucking redneck dude. He falls in love with a woman on a text app. The one and only woman for him, Katy Perry. Katy Perry. Katy Perry. Like the singer, Katy Perry. Spencer's a nice guy. He wants a family. He knows that Katy Perry is dating Orlando Bloom. And he's like, oh, clearly it's just memes. He's got big plans. He wants to marry Katy Perry. He takes his grandma's opal thing, pearl, diamond, some kind of opal thing, and handcrafts it into a ring for Katy Perry that he's going to give her. He also believes that Katy Perry lives in Canada. I'm not sure where Katy Perry is from. I would assume not Canada. Katy Perry, where are you from? Santa Barbara, California. Okay, yeah. He has a Canadian phone number for her. He's called her before, which is unusual. He's talked to it, he knows it's a woman in Canada. He paid $270 to do a long distance call to Canada to talk to her once. And he finds out that Katy Perry has moved to the United Kingdom. She's gone to Europe, UK, for I don't know. I would assume in real life Katy Perry still lives in California somewhere. I don't know. I don't keep up with the hot Katy Perry gossip, but she's rich. So the Catfish crew shows up. They force Spencer to tell his brother about his relationship to Katy Perry. I think Spencer may have some kind of condition. What's the polite way to say? He seems a little slow in the mind, as Christian would say. He's insistent. No matter what Neve and Max find, they find that the Canadian phone number is registered to some girl. I don't remember her name. Doesn't really matter. Danica? I don't know. Neve and Max show Spencer all the evidence that it's not Katy Perry. They find the girl. It's pretty much just straight up confirmed. They even call the girl's friend. And they're like, is this girl's number? And she's like, yep, that's her. And this is the first episode where Catfish left the United States. They went out to the UK to find Katy Perry. And the entire time, Spencer's 100% convinced that he is talking to the real Katy Perry who's living in England. Some of the proof he cites is that she knew a lot about Katy Perry. And she sent him unreleased songs on YouTube that were just uploaded by people, and he was like, that's good proof, bro. That's good proof. So clearly Spencer isn't the brightest on the block. There they meet the girl, who's obviously not Katy Perry. You know, she answers all his riddles that he asks to prove to him that she's person he's been talking to, but he's like, no, there's no way, you're a plant that Katie sent here. That's the end of the first day. On the second day, he's a little more accepting. He's like, yeah, I guess it was you the whole time. And they talk for a little bit, and she's like, we can still be friends, because, we're cool together. I'm a lesbian. And now I live in the UK. And he's like, yeah, that'd be cool. But the big twist of the episode, the big twisterino, is that he goes home, and as they do, after 2 months, they contact the people who've been on the show again. They catch up with Spencer and the girl 2 months later. They call Spencer first, and he's like, yeah, I realized it's not Katy Perry. We're all good, bro. They believe they've snapped him out of his delusion. And they're happy for him. Life's good. He then says that he never got an email back from the girl. So they go and ask her what's up. They Skype her, and she says that all the messages Spencer's sent her are like saying that it was secretly, like asking if it's secretly Katy Perry, and like saying that he knew it wasn't the fraud, that the fraud was a ruse, and that he's still talking to Katy Perry, and he might still believe it to this day. He might still believe it to this day. So yeah, that's basically just like the best episode of Catfish. Catfish is a good show. It's full of weirdos and freaks and stupid people who are all just falling for bullshit. It's fun to watch it unfold, and I'd highly recommend it. Thank you, Curtis. And I'd highly recommend it. It's full of weird and awkward people, and it's really fun to watch the mysteries unfold and see the weirdos. This is my favorite episode, and I'd certainly recommend this one if you're curious about getting into the series, but I would give Catfish a shot. Catfish is a funny show. It's got some twists and turns. Season 1 a little less so. They tried to take it more serious, but Max is one of the co-hosts. He doesn't anymore, which is why it's not as good anymore. But Max is an absolute savage. He just lays in on the idiots, mocks them, tears them apart. Max is great. Max is my favorite Catfish character. Also, if you're one of those people, there's a lot of homoerotic subtext you can draw with Max and Neve. Write some fan fictions about or something. It's a pretty good show. I'd recommend it. Check out Spencer and Katie if you're interested in learning more.